Happening now in less than 2 hours, the polls here in New Mexico will open up.
And in Bernalillo County, there's a chance, or there's a big change, I should say, from the last time we voted for a president. There's about half as many places to vote, but the good thing is that you can go to any one of them. Our News 13's David Romero is at one of them this morning. He's at Washington Middle School in Southwest Albuquerque. Good morning, David. How's it going?
Good morning, Elizabeth. Well, it all comes down to convenience, and that's exactly what Bernalillo County Clerk Megan Toulouse-Oliver says. That's a good thing to have these open voting places, and that's especially important today. Now, there are 69 polling locations that voters can choose from. They will open starting at 7 a.m. this morning and close at 7 p.m. tonight. Even with the ease of open polling locations, the clerk's office says that you should anticipate some sort of delay on this big day.
I mean, I think voters sort of know, even in a traditional precinct model, if they go, first thing in the morning or over the lunch hour or last thing at the end of the day, they're probably going to experience a little bit of a wait. And I think that would be the same whether we had, traditional precincts or these election day vote centers.
And of course, things are calm now because we're still about 2 hours away from the polls opening, but that will change once they open up this morning. And of course, if you want to check on the wait times at any of the polling locations around the city, you can log on to the Bernalillo County Clerk's website and find it there, or just download the app for your smartphone. Elizabeth, back to you.
Okay, David, thank you. Now, if you are looking for one of the 69 polling locations, you can find them also on our website, KRQE.com. And don't forget, you have until 7 tonight to vote and turn in those absentee ballots.
And the race most people here in New Mexico are watching is the one for the U.S. Senate between Martin Heinrich and Heather Wilson. Both candidates are doing one last push to get out the vote today. The same thing they did yesterday with Martin Heinrich at UNM and Heather Wilson at her campaign headquarters here in Albuquerque. And our election expert, Gabe Sanchez, says at this point these rallies are fun, but they really don't do much.
Folks have pretty much made their mind up. If they haven't voted yet, it's not likely that they're going to change their mind here in the wee hours.
Most polls show Martin Heinrich has a pretty good lead over Heather Wilson, but she says her internal polls show that the race is pretty much tied. And polls also show that Michelle Lujan Grisham is far ahead of Janice Arnold Jones. The two are running for the U.S. House and were trying to get last-minute votes in Albuquerque yesterday. Ms. Lujan Grisham was at UNM with Martin Heinrich, and Ms. Arnold Jones campaigned with Heather Wilson at her campaign headquarters.
By this time tomorrow, we may or may not know who our next president will be. I think it's all going to depend on what happens in Ohio. But what we can tell you is that early results right now show President Obama is pulling ahead. A few polling stations opened up as early as midnight on the East Coast, New Hampshire to be exact. However, total votes won't be counted until the polls close tonight. Last night, the candidates made their last plea to voters. So today, Mitt Romney will make a last stop in Cleveland and Pittsburgh. The president will be spending the day doing interviews in his hometown of Chicago. And we are staying on top of all of your election coverage throughout the day and night. We will have network coverage of the presidential results, and News 13 will have the numbers and the explanations for New Mexico's top races. We will have live coverage also on our website, KRQE.com.
All right, in other news this morning, the debate about how much you'll pay to go to the zoo in Albuquerque is finally done with. And starting next month, most tickets will get a little bit cheaper. Last night, City Council decided to drop ticket prices. Now adults will pay $9 instead of $10, and kids will pay $4 instead of $4.50. Seniors will still pay $4.50. Now this is for people who live in New Mexico. If you don't live here, you'll be paying $12.
I'm still concerned that it's going to keep some people out that cannot now no longer be able to afford to go to the biopark, or to the aquarium, or to the botanical gardens. But again, this is still better than what it was before.
All the hubbub about the ticket prices has been going on for the past few months since the mayor raised prices to help raise money to fix up the zoo, and some city councilors, including Ken Sanchez there, didn't like that idea. Mayor spokesperson said he's fine with the new prices. Again, they'll probably go into effect next month. El Dorado High School's girls soccer team is headed into the state tournament this weekend without a coach. It's because Tom Hirschman resigned yesterday. The district had put him on paid leave more than a week ago after some players said Coach Hirschman was saying and doing things that he should not have been. The district won't elaborate any more on that. Hirschman will still teach special education at El Dorado. Albuquerque police are still trying to find the man and woman who held up a pharmacy this weekend and took off with a lot of prescription drugs. Police say the two pointed a gun at a worker inside the CVS here on Manal and Eubank. It was before dawn on Saturday. Take a look. You can see the worker taking OxyContin and oxycodone from this pharmacy vault. Then he goes to get a bigger bag to put all the pills in. The Man and a woman took the drugs, then took off.
The city of Albuquerque is trying to figure out what to do with some old fire stations. The city is now thinking about selling them. One of the stations is on Central and 47th. The other station, that's over off of High and Silver. Now, both will be closing at the end of the month. They'll be replaced with 2 fire stations nearby. The properties are worth around $240,000 and $480,000. The new fire stations will be able to have 3 times as many firefighters and equipment than the old ones. The numbers are in, and Balloon Fiesta attendance was down about 20,000 people this year. Numbers out show 714,000 people from 19 countries went to the 9-day event. That is down from 737,000 last year. Now, organizers blame the drop on the weather. As if you'll recall, we saw wind, rain, and lightning that forced some popular events to be canceled.
That was too bad, but I'll tell you what, the people who did go, they got a great show because it was great this year.
Oh, yes.